Okay, so I decided to check out What's Love Got to Do with It. This is the new film, well, new-ish film, right? It is directed by Shekhar Kapur and written by Jemima Khan. The film is then produced by Eric Fellner, Nikki Kentish Barnes, Tim Bevan, Jemima Khan. It's executive produced by Lucas Webb, Catherine Pomfret, Joe Naftalian, Sanad Musad, Sarah Harvey, Ron Halpern, and line produced by Jeremy Bernage. Nitin Swahini handled the music. Remy Adifarasin, cinematography. Guy Bensley and Nick Moore edited the piece. Lucy Bevan and Olivia Grant were on casting. Art direction is Tom Coates, Andrew Rothschild, and Chris Stevenson. Set decoration, we had Annie Gilhooly and Sarah Whittle. Costume design is Caroline McCall. And our cast. I mean, there's a lot of people up in this, right? So the main people we have got Shazad Latif as Kaz Khan. And yeah, he's very close friend is Zoe Stevenson, played by Lily James. Right? Kaz, like we have, you know, Aisha Khan, played by Shabana Azmi. There is Zahid Khan, played by Jeff Mizra. Yasmin Khan, played by Iman Bujali. Nani Jan Khan, played by Pakizia Bag. Right? And then there is his love interest in Maimuna, played by Sajil Ali. Right, so Zoe, her mum, Cath, is played by Emma Thompson. There is James, a love interest for her, played by Oliver Chris. There is Mo, the matchmaker, played by Azim Chadri. Helena, played by Alice Orr-Ewing. Who else do we have of note? Mayama's mum is played by Shaheen Khan. Oh, there's Harry, played by Peter Sandys Clark, who is Helena's husband. Or is that Lily? Oh, I lose track. So yeah, there's Lily, played by. Oh no, they're Oh yeah, they're the kids. They're Helena and Harry's kids. Lily is played by Grace Askew, and Maud is played by Lolly Askew. Yes. Yeah, I think that's it, really. That's our, basically our main lot, our main group of people. Yes, I would definitely say, there's just wedding guests, dancers, bad dates, and all of that. That makes up the rest of the crew pretty much. So the gist of the film is this: how do you find lasting love in today's world? The documentary maker and dating app addict Zoe, swiping right, has only delivered an endless stream of Mr. Wrongs to her eccentric mother Cath's dismay. For Zoe's childhood friend and neighbor Kaz, the answer is to follow his parents' example and opt for an arranged or assisted, now called, marriage to a bright and beautiful bride from Pakistan. Zoe films his hopeful journey from London to Lahore to marry a stranger chosen by his parents. She begins to wonder if she might have something to learn from a profoundly different approach to finding love, which, I mean, none of that's real. It's not really the film, right? The film is like, yeah, Kaz just decides to do this, right? She's saying that she's got too much time for love, right? She's busy with work. She's an award-winning documentarian. And she's completely against the notion of, an arranged assisted marriage, right? And that's it. That's basically what we have. She's, you know, she pitches an idea for work that doesn't go. So then she, out of the blues, is like, oh, I could do a film about arranged marriages. Then we get, and it's bad communication that then has everything else go, right? And right, a really good rom-com I enjoy, right? A really good rom-com. I'm talking Away We Go, right? I give it a year. Oh, what else would you call a rom-com? Confetti was Confetti was charming, right? There was elements of Love Actually that I really like the Colin Firth story. Ludicrous, but I liked it. The same with the Martin Freeman story. Ludicrous, I liked it. Oh, the one that was really fucking sad was the I forget her name. Was it Polly? Right? And her brother's in a home, and that's getting in the way of that was fucking sad. And the Emma Thompson story was sad. Yeah, the sad ones seem to be the ones I enjoyed. The rest of them I hated, full of trash. But yeah, there's certain ones that I like Bridget Jones. That was fun, you know what I mean? But there's so many bad ones. I mean, recently we had Rye Lane, which was phenomenal, right? We covered it a few weeks ago. If you haven't checked it out, go back and take a look, people. Rye Lane is the new benchmark for these things. So coming into this, you know what I mean? I was like, oh, what will this be? I mean, it's not based on anything to do with Tina Turner, which I originally thought. I was like, oh, is this a film about Tina Turner? No, it's not. It is not that one bit. Right? Listen, I think if you enjoy, right, a certain type of rom-com, this will be fine for you, you know? But I'm watching this, and like, the acting is all fine. You know what I mean? Acting is fine. It's just the story which had me scratching my head, you know? Because firstly, Zoe and Kazim are meant to be, as I say, best friends, neighbors, grew up together, know everything about each other. But you have Zoe being like, oh, I don't know what an arranged marriage is. I don't know what this is. And it's just like, yo, if you live next door to these people's all your life, you'd understand the culture because you'd be around their house, like supposedly they're around each other's house all the time. So you would understand certain things, right? That whole ignorance around certain topics just seemed baffling, baffling. And also, you'd be like, wait, are you meant to be homie's best friend or not? Right? Why wouldn't you know that shit? And especially now, you know what I mean? If this was in the 70s, you could be like, yeah, people aren't really maybe up on what an arranged marriage is. But now, listen, there's Indian, Jewish, you know what I mean, all different matchmaker shows all over the place, right? We know what it is. And we know that now there's like love matches and assisted, right? It's not necessarily the same as what it is, right? So you have that. But then you have this other weird thing, right? So it's like there is this notion of trying to be diverse, but without being diverse, right? When they're doing the whole matchmaker thing and talking, I think that was a perfect opportunity to say some things. Didn't say shit, right? It was just like when it's just like, oh, this is who we were looking for. And you know, I think the parents are like, oh yeah, someone Pakistani, someone who, and he's just like, oh no, anyone is fine, right? But firstly, if you're using a Pakistani matchmaker, you're not getting Mexican, you're not getting black, you're not getting, you know what I mean? You're only getting a certain type of person. But one of the big ones, which was just about like parents are like, oh, not too dark, right? Not too dark. And that is one big thing, right? We know the caste system. You know, if you're dark, you're lesser than, right? It's one of those things which, you know, something that we find in so many different cultures, right? Which is messy. It's a problem. It's so problematic. Never really questioned here, right? So it's, you know, as I think Kazim might have been like, oh, no, it's fine. But we never see that option, right? There's never that option. Right? It's not like he meets a whole heap of different girls and, you know, some are darker, some are lighter, some are, no, there's never that option, right? When you look at all the people at the wedding and all of this, I do not recall seeing anyone dark there. So it's just like, what? So we have this, which I just thought that's so fucking weird, you know? So fucking weird. I mean, it's not surprising, but it's weird. You know, everything just was a little bit surface level. You know what I mean? He just with the notions and the thoughts and everything like that. You know, because they're talking about certain topics. You know, like, oh, what is love? And what is, you know, we get that same asinine question of, oh, dating apps and wouldn't you like to meet someone in real life? And blah, blah, blah. It's all the fucking same. You know what I mean? People lie on dating apps, no doubt. But people lie in real life. Just because you're meeting someone doesn't mean they're telling you the truth or putting forth who they actually really are. Do you know that shit takes time? But we mess around and try and act like, you know what I mean? It's anything different. You know what I mean? Like we didn't really get a time frame on the process that Kazim and Mumar are talking. You know, just none of this. And then there is the white savior complex of, you mean that big issue that is plaguing this group of people, and no one no one is willing to approach it until a white person says something, does something, and then all of a sudden the views change. And it's just like, what the fuck are we doing here? What the fuck are we doing here? It's just stupid. Stupid. Right? You have Zoe and Zoe's quest for love, kind of. There is never that bit where, you know, you look at yourself and go, wait, what am I actually looking for? You know, it's always because they always play it like someone goes on all of these dates, they show snippets of loads of dates, and the other person is the issue. Always. But come on now. Can you look at yourself and say you have never just gone to a date and not been 100%, right? And you just kind of like asked some stupid things, done some stupid things. Do you mean just the energy was mad low from you, right? You might have had a long week, just terrible day. You're just feeling a bit low that time, and you're just not, everyone's done it. But so to kind of act like the only people ever dropping the ball is the other person, it is just, hey, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, motherfuckers, right? That's just it's just unrealistic. And I know it's a film, right? And I'm not saying it has to be all the nuts and bolts on the table, but just give us a little bit of realism. You know what I mean? Just to make it a little bit like, okay, I get this. You know, she's meant to be an award-winning documentarian. What we see is a pile of steaming shit. I've got to say, I've covered a lot of documentaries, people. I've spoken to documentarians. What we see from her is just weak as fuck, right? Even when we're following her filming and we're meant to be seeing the shots that she's taking, they're not even framed properly. It's bad. It's so bad, right? And there's certain things that should be asked, could be asked, never asked, and you're just like, what? There was one time when she goes into a shop and it's like, is it okay if I film here? Never ask that question any other time, and you're just thinking, surely you should be asking these people because they're gonna be on film, right? You would have to ask for their rights to be able. There's forms, disclosure forms, all of this. I've done filming shoots. You gotta give people these things, right? You can't just put random people up on screen. It's insane. We never see it. It's bizarre. You know what I mean? It's just bizarre. And yo, you're telling me that you're hiding the fact that you smoke from your parents and you're doing it in the backyard. Like, smoke is visible. Regardless of where you are, they can see smoke, right? So either your parents are dumb, you know what I mean, or blind. One of the two. That's it. It's one of the two, motherfuckers. Yo. Now I get it. This all sounds very negative. I get it. But as I said, right? If you enjoy certain rom-coms, you like this. But that's all I had to preface at the beginning. There's a certain type of rom-com that I like, and the rest I hate. I hate so much. Right? So, people, if you enjoy, right? If you enjoy stuff like Maybe I Do, you know what I mean? Oh, which other ones? Love Again. Uh, oh god, departures, right? Happiness for beginners, right? Which we looked at this week as well. You know, is it the Broken Hearts Club? You know, if those things are your jam, then you will enjoy this, right? It does follow, you know, and also I'd probably say Bridget Jones 2 and 3. You know what I mean? Like it follows the rom-com formula, right? It's just I hate that formula. So if you enjoy that, this will be for you. But is it anywhere close to Rye Lane? I say no. Rye Lane set a high motherfucking bar, people. So that's all I'm saying, right? I'm giving you context. So if you are like me, then you understand now this isn't for you. But if you are the complete opposite to me, like probably 99% of the motherfuckers on this earth, then yo, you can hear what I'm saying and go, hey, you're wrong. I'm gonna like it. So there you go, people. You know what I mean? Whoo! What's love's got to do with it is out and about. So yeah, do you and enjoy or avoid. Peace.